We fell out of love like shooting stars came crashing down, and we're building back up again now.
Hello you guys, I'm the Diva and I'm coming back with my review update on my Sonia G Sky brush set. I love this set, I really do. There are a couple of brushes that I don't use as often as I thought I would, and there are a couple that are newfound staples, and they have, I don't want to say taken the place of, but pretty much taken the place of brushes that I used quite frequently before. So I want to talk about the ones that are not so favorite, but I like. Okay, so let's talk about the Worker Fan. I think everyone is saying that it is like the baby brush for the Sculpt One brush, and I do love this to put on my bronzer. And because the brush is so huge, I actually washed all of these so that I can have them prepped and ready to go for this video. But for this right here, I use it for bronzer, and in the morning I don't have a lot of time because I always wake up late. I don't wake up late, I just get up late. I lay there. Anyways, so I need to rush and do that. So I love this because I can put a lot on really quick and boom, you're done. With this brush right here, you're gonna need to be a little bit more precise and mindful of what you're doing, where you're putting stuff, because you can accidentally put this just a little too high and just keep blending until it's gone, and it will be. But this right here, it's more for like cutting, I feel. Yeah, so you can do the same thing, but this one applies more product. I don't want to say it applies it harshly, because it's not harsh. It's just that it applies more of the product in that area. So if you really want to buff it out, you have to actually work. When this one right here, you don't have to work as hard because it's not going to really, it's so fluffy, it's not going to apply too much, and it's actually buffing as you are applying. It's buffing it out. So that this brush right here, it's not that I don't like it, it's that, okay, I have it, I'm good with that. And I do use it, and I use it for actually contour sometimes and bronzer. So for this brush right here, I have been using this as a contour brush as well, and you can actually get the contour in there really good. And as you're applying it, I don't know if you can see that, as you're applying it with the tip, the outer section is actually doing majority of the work and blending for you. So that's why I really love this one, because you can place the product on and then buff it really good. So I really like this one as well, and it will get in here and contour your nose as well pretty good. So I love this one. I forgot to tell you guys what this one was. This one is the Classic Cheek. The next brush that I wanted to go to is another brush that I really don't use that much. I don't know how I'm going to use it. Okay, this one is Soft Cheek. So you can put your blush on with this, but it's so flimsy that I don't have enough control as to where I'm putting my blush. So that's why I don't use this for blush. And I have not used it for highlighter either, just because it seems a little big, but I'm not for certain, because if you get a brush like this, put highlighter on with it, and then it blurs it out and onto your cheek, and then you put your blush on, maybe that will keep your highlighter from looking so stark. But I have not used it in that way. I just thought of that right then. Maybe I can try it that way, but as of right now, I really have not used this brush as much. The mini cheek, and this one is so good for contour. I really have been working my contour with this. When this one is dirty, I use this one, and you can really get in there and be very precise with your contour. And especially right here, this works also. It's just that when you're contouring your actual face in the morning, which is why I love this one so much better, because in the morning I don't have time for this little bit going back and forth, back and forth. I don't have time for it. So like doing my contour under here, because I do the whole thing. I know some people just do right here contour, but I just do the whole, why not just get rid of the whole damn thing. So that's what I use that for. And you guys, I love all of these brushes because they are so soft. Sometimes that can be not so good, and I'll talk about that a little bit with the two that I love. Maybe the one that I love. Yeah, the one that I love. I have two brushes left, and I was like, what? But one is a Wayne Goss brush. But yeah, so I really do love these two for contour, even though they both say they're cheek brushes. I don't know, that's what I use them for. Okay, now these two I use to contour my face, not contour. This one I use to buff my my powder foundation onto my face. This one is the Master Face. I didn't know how this was going to work, you guys, because it's so soft. I mean, it's huge and it's very soft. And I almost wanted to say used to use, but I still use it from time to time. But before, I was using this Wayne Goss number 13, Wayne Goss number 13 brush. And I love this one because it's smaller and it's domed. And at first I was like, how am I going to, you know, powder my full face with this small thing? Like, look at this, like, oh. But I grew to love this thing, and I cannot put my powder on without either one of these. So this one right here, I love it, but I kind of hate it because it's scratchy. That's the only reason why I don't like this one. And it's soft. I mean, when I say scratchy, I'm trying to, it's not scratchy and rough like in a MAC brush. I have a lot of MAC brushes, y'all. Don't come for me. MAC was the first brand that I ever bought high-end, that I consider those high-end. But their natural hair brushes were prickly. That's what it is. It's prickly. It's not hard. It's just a little prickly. And that's how this one is. It's soft, but at times it can be prickly. Like it's, yeah. Anyways, I love this one because it is so soft and it's bigger. So it's less time that I'm having to buff because it covers a lot of space. And yeah, I just love this. There's no prickliness to it whatsoever. This is the softest of the softest brushes I own. And I mostly own just, I mostly own MAC, Wayne Goss, and Sonia G. I have a couple of other brushes. I have RTs, but I have a couple of other brushes, but for the majority of my collection, it's MAC, Wayne Goss, and Sonia G. And Sonia G her brushes never fail me. And I always know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get the softest brushes. And they are going to just blend my makeup to perfection. Okay, as I always say, it's what I see and how I like my makeup. So to me, this is perfection. But anyways, yeah, so I just love this. It gets everything. It's just, if you cannot get the full collection, when this one comes available, Master Face, this is the one that I suggest people get. And this is the one I really want a backup of. I love this brush. Love it. Love it. So, yeah, that's pretty much all that I wanted to talk about, you guys, was that out of all of the brushes, these are the three that I cannot live without. The mini cheek, classic cheek, and Master Face. I love these brushes. These right here, meh, only because for this one I haven't found how I want to use it. And this one right here, I love it, but I already had this one, so I could, not that I could do without it, but I already had this one, so now I have a smaller one, and I have other small ones that look like this. I am not too much a fan of fan brushes, so I'm guessing that's why I'm not as excited about this brush. But if you're a fan of fan brushes, then hey, you're gonna be all over that, because it feels like butter. Alright, you guys, that's the end of this video. I hope it was helpful. I have not been doing that many makeup related videos, only because, you guys, the makeup industry is letting me down. Like with the Viseart palette. I knew it. I knew it. I knew that Viseart palette was going to be bright, and I can't get with that. So I couldn't pick that up. And then Hourglass, I was rooting for you, Hourglass. I was rooting for you. I saw what you did for the women of color last year, and I was like, you know, that was one out of a plethora of years. And I was like, I know they're going to do something for us again this year. And no, nothing. Crickets. We didn't get anything. So I was not going to pick that up because, yeah, I'm not going to pick that up. Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm waiting on Chanel to release their holiday stuff. I'm waiting on MAC to release their holiday stuff. MAC never fails me. So I'm so waiting on MAC. I'm waiting on, who else am I waiting on? Chanel, Dior, MAC, Bobbi Brown, maybe. That's it, child. That's it. That's all I got. So more videos to come, but yeah, I'm not gonna just buy stuff anymore just to be buying stuff, because I never keep it. I always give it away to somebody, and I ain't got time for that. All right, until next time, you guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
I'll be right beside you.